Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm down at the allotment again, and what I'm doing today, I've just come down, we've had a few days of rain, and you know when rain falls, everything starts to spring up, and then you get, although your plants enjoy the watering, the weeds also enjoy the watering. So that's what I'm doing this morning. As you can see, I'm on my top bed, which is where I've got all my pumpkins, my petit pans and my courgettes. We've harvested a lot of courgettes already, which is early in the season, but they're coming, so you've got to make use of what you get. So I can see, even although I picked some yesterday, I can still see that I left some courgettes on, but I'm going to leave those to get a bit bigger. Just going in between, getting out as much of the weeds as I can, because you know that's always going to be a thorn in your side. You can see how big my courgettes have got. That's the size of one of the leaves. You can see how big the leaves are on it. And soon, what I do when they get too big, then I'll cut the bigger leaves off. Like these ones, all right, because that's a courgette. These are bush marrows, I think. Yeah, these looks like marrows, and you can see there's marrows on there. I'll show you. See it's flowering, and there's marrows on there. What I'll do later is take off the bigger leaves so that they've got more light going down into them. You can see everything starting to come along now. All the pumpkins starting to take off, starting to run. Even some of the small ones are starting to, the ones what I thought wouldn't have made it are coming along and started running. So, you know, you give thanks for that. I don't know if it's a horse manure, but everywhere you look you can see like little baby pumpkins around. And the good thing about it, I've seen it, I was going to use a brush and fertilise them, but I can see that there's bees and that around, so it just lets me get on with my weeding. You can see how long this one is. So I'll just leave them now. Now that's all I can do, is just weed between and just leave them to run. When I see the big ones, like the big weeds like these come up, then I'll have to get those out. But you know, everything's coming along nicely, so can't complain. You only can do what you can do. You're not going to get everything out at once, but you just do what you can do. You can see the runners now. This one's running from the middle, and you can see it's running, and it's got some on there, but I can't see no. There's bees around. I can see bees, so hopefully they get pollinated. So I'm going to leave them. If they come this way, it's not too bad, because I've still got all this section, and I can still train them to go in different directions, which is what I'm doing. You can see the runners. This is a sweet Bangladesh, and you can see it's starting to run now. This is a sweet Bangladesh. This is a Jamaica Glow, and some of them are Crown Prince, but I don't know if any of the hybrid ones make it, which is a big pear-shaped pumpkin. I don't know if any of those made it when I had the disaster in the polytunnel. You can see my hydrangea now starting to bush out, so I've got some more in the polytunnel, some more things what I wanted to put along, but then I'm thinking now if I should really put them there, because if I put them there, I'm not going to have nowhere to walk and go round once they get established. I won't have nowhere to walk and go round to see what's going on if I need to harvest anything. But I can see quite a few little pumpkins and that on them, so hopefully they get fertilised and that. So I'm going to do this and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so I've weeded up the top part and I've come to, which is was my carrot and turnip bed, and as you can see, I've got to harvest my turnips. These are snowballs, some nice turnips there, and I've got a whole lot of carrots there. I don't know who I've got to find the knack of the method of planting carrots, so when I grow them they grow straight. So next time I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant those in containers, my turnips, and then we're just going to get those up. You can see that they've been, I didn't know that they were that they would have been ready. I can't remember. I didn't plant a lot of turnips because the only thing we have them in is soup. But you can see some didn't develop because they were getting smothered by the bigger ones. Got turnips. Don't know if your ones are ready yet, but I've been getting quite a few things early, which is courgettes and turnips and carrots. I've harvested carrots already, but so this is like, when I'm ready I always come and pick carrots, but I think the worms was getting to these, so they need to come up and they're getting split. This bed is available now for something else, so when you weeding you get surprised by stuff being down there. I've still lost a few carrots and that. You know, we harvested broccoli already. We've harvested spinach, purple sprouting broccoli. Cabbages ain't ready yet. What else have I harvested? Potatoes. So things are coming along and we're getting there slowly but surely. You can see some didn't get developed because when they get smothered by the other ones, what that's telling me that I planted them too close to each other. Like I said, I'm still new to this, I'm still learning. Just quickly fork this over, get all these weeds out and quickly fork it over, see if there's any carrots, and then I might, when I go up there, I'll see if any of my spinaches have sprouted, so I can get them to put in here, my winter ones, or I'll put something else in here later on. Right, so I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so I've got everything what I wanted to get out of that carrot and turnip bed. Just a few lettuces left in there. You can see they're getting big, but we use lettuces on a Sunday most of the time. So I just picked a couple to give away. So what we haven't got at home is some potatoes, and I don't weigh potatoes or anything like that. I see a lot of people pick their potatoes and weigh them. These are some what I planted in the ground. I've got containers at home what I need to empty as well, because I see them starting to turn yellow on everything. So I'm going to just see if I can get a few potatoes to take home out of here. Right, and we've got potatoes this time. They're small, that's how I like my potatoes. You know me, I don't like big potatoes. I like my potatoes. Like yesterday I roasted some of the small ones. I put them in foil with some with the turnips and that, and I can tell you they were absolutely fantastic. I've never had anything like that. Not the turnips, some courgettes. They were, when I tell you, they were so amazing, I couldn't even believe it myself. That's the seed potato. Still, you can see it's rotten, but it's still got thing. So this is, from what I can see so far, I don't want to put the fork down here. because I can see some nice potatoes down here. Some nice big potatoes too, look. There's loads down here. And this is just from the first one. Don't want to use the fork down here because you know what happens when you... they've gone right down. This is the first one. And look at that. Don't know how much that's about. That's about £2 already. I'm going to give my friends some of these as well. See, I like them when they're like this. You just put them in, wrap them up in foil, salt and pepper, bit of butter, and just put them in the oven and just let them roast, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Next year you'll get a lot of independent, and next year I'm not planting them in the ground anymore because you know me already. I can't believe how many's down here. It's absolutely amazing. You can just see them just sitting on top of each other. I've never had luck with potatoes, but because I always plant at home in containers. But I can see planting in the ground has its benefits, yeah. But like me, I can't take the hard work of it. I know I've got red potatoes in here as well, but I can't see any at the moment. So, just going to pull up one more root. Absolutely, totally amazed by this. Look at that. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. I'm just taking what we need and what to give some to somebody else. See the seed potato right in the middle there? One seed got the holes in them already, so that's telling you you've got to get them up. Yeah, here's the red ones now. So, got to let these dry out as well. There's a seed potato there. See, they're getting eaten. These are Desirées, and that's enough to give away some. And then the rest is for us. Next time I come down, it's telling me, get on it, get your potatoes up. It was just a chance I said I needed some potatoes at home. The last lot we used up. Go down with the fork, see if there's any what's gone right down. I notice all of them are like in the, because I digged up and hilled them up, most of them are in the hill. 6 roots of potato, and that's what I got from them. Everything's coming along absolutely shocking. I will say that's about a good, at least 3 to 4 kilos there. That's a nice potato harvest there. Absolutely astounded by that, because I've never had luck with potatoes, but still got that amount left. Still got my daughter's one. Volunteer potatoes what come up in this mound every year. Don't know if potatoes are in there. Can't see any in there. But these potatoes just grow volunteer, so I've got to weed out all this next time. So you see now what I do when I see them got that like scabby skin on them. All I do is just peel them and slice them up, and they're good to go. So there's some some cucumbers. Wasn't expecting all this harvesting. Right, let's have a look down here, because I harvest courgettes, but them ones are not long enough yet. But this is meant to be a black prince, but the courgettes are exactly the same colours as the other ones. This is the next thing that I've got to tackle next time I come down here, which is my pumpkin. You can see that's just running and going down on the floor. It's got flowers in there. Can't see no actual pumpkin, so you can see it's running, sending up another one here, which is going that way. This is a I think this is a Bangladesh one, which is starting to grow upwards. My pepino melons, got some melons. I can see something up there what I've got to harvest as well. And look at this, my spinach, what you saw me plant, my winter spinach, are coming through. So once they get to the stage where they're ready to transplant, I'll put them into that bed. These are some more pumpkins there, the ones what I planted, so they're looking all right. I had a load of these are really nice. I didn't realise how nice these was. Got black peppers on here, but they're not, once they're fully black, you can see they're still green on the other side. So is that one? Yeah, they've still got a little bit of green, so they've still got a few days to go. The pepino's looking nice, they're starting to send off leaves. The peppers, see something's eating one of them, so I've got to check those. Oh, it's a snail, slug somewhere, so I've got to sort that out. This is a petit pan, you can see one down there. You know when you plant some things and they take so long to sprout, you don't remember what you planted in them. I planted something in here and I see them coming through now, but I don't know what they are. Right, I've got to just give in here. You can see, look at that. My first cantaloupes, my banana plant sending out sprouts and doing exceptionally well inside. These are meant to be planting today, but got to do that next time. You can see my sweet potatoes just growing, and you've got to just train them up where you want them, see how much growth. My watermelons are starting to flower. My okra, temperature in here is about 28. The only thing what I notice ain't doing so well is my pawpaw, and it looks like I lost one. I don't know what to give these pawpaws. They need something, but I don't know what. These are my physalis. You can see they're really nice. And then I've got another melon in here, what's decided to survive. It died, but it decided to survive. So all these need watering again now. Everything in there needs watering. And these ones are starting to run as well. But my sweet potatoes are just taking over now. Got the grass, that's why I put the cardboard down. My Edo needs a bit of water. I watered it yesterday when I came, but because of this soil is so dry, maybe I should have put a layer of mulch on top. And then my orange, lemon and guava are starting to do well. I've got pepino there, that's doing all right. You can see it starting to come. You can hear the bees in there, so things are getting pollinated. And another pepino melon there. And then I've got my sugar cane, exceptional, where it looks like corn, but it's sugar cane. Right, so that's what's going on. Just harvesting and that. Gonna give everything a water. Although we had a little bit of rain, but I'm gonna give everything a bit of watering, and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so I'm just giving everything a quick water before I go. Next time I come, I'll tie up these cucumbers again. As you can see how much they just keep growing and leaning over. So I've got to just make sure that they're all tied up. Although it rained, but I noticed, I was just talking to one of my neighbours, and we were just talking about the soil down there, why it's so dry. See my roses and everything are coming along nice. So my rhododendrons and everything. I've still got some inside to plant out, but I just came down here to do that and ended up weeding up and doing different things, which is what always happens when you come to the allotment. You set your mind to do one task and you end up doing something else, but it's all good because we got a nice harvest out of it. So if you like this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. If you want to leave any comments, leave the comments in the comment section. I know a lot of people saying, we want to know how much your potatoes weigh. We want to know how much your potatoes weigh, but when I go home, I'll put them on the scales and then see how much they weigh, and then I'll put it on the front of the video how much pounds I got out of it. Right, everybody, so I've just got a head of my broccoli. I have to do this quick because I don't want none of the butterflies. I see some white butterflies around, and if they get trapped within the bed, then you know they'll lay their eggs. See nice heads of cauliflower. Some of them were turning red, but someone said to me it's because they're getting too much sunlight, but you can still use them. You can see my cabbages nicely folding. Next time I come, I'll have to take out all those yellow leaves again, then get this spinach and that up. Right, them ones I'm going to leave till I come back down and sort out this bed better. Really, I should be taking out all of them, but just got to do what we can. So we've got a nice harvest today. Carrots, potatoes, turnips, lettuce, and some courgettes. Right, so if you like our videos, like I said, remember to like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. If you want to leave any comments, leave them in the comment section. I will get back to you on them. As everyone can see now, we're answering questions from everyone. Right, I see a little broccoli here. I'm going to take that off as well, so that I got just sent up a little. Someone said to me that these come back, but I've got to trim them up and sort this out next time I come. Just a little head of broccoli there. And the cabbages, you can see, exceptional well. Right, so I'm going to cover this over till next time. Then I'll get in there, weed it up, sort out what is to sort out. I've left about 4 cauliflowers, the ones what I don't really like too much. So I'm going to get this back on. So remember, if you want to leave any comments, leave them in the comment section. Don't just only watch the video, subscribe as well. It helps us, and it helps us to get where we want. Then I can reach out to more people and help more people. Those who I've sent sweet potatoes, what else have I sent out? Pumpkins and that, tomatoes. I know all those who got sweet potatoes off of me wrote me back and said that they're doing quite well. I'm glad to hear that. I'm over the moon with that, because when you send things to people, you don't know how they're doing, but like, you know, sweet potatoes is not something what only a few years they've been growing them over here now. I've been growing them for about 3 or 4 years. I've had some success with them and some failures, but I can see in the polytunnel they like them in there. The ones outside are just starting to run, so I might get a few small ones off of that, but I'm going to leave them as long as I can. And you can see my pumpkins and everything's doing well now. My ochre yams, I'm trying to think of all the things. My melons, you saw me show you the melons. My corn, which is behind, is nice and green and coming along very nice. And everything is getting there. So keep watching the channel. we'll all get there. Sorry about the aeroplane again. Every time I go to film it, they always seem to fly past. But we're getting there and everything's coming along nicely. We lost a lot of plants at the beginning, but everything's more or less planted now. We've still got space if I need to put a few more things in. I've just taken up my turnips and my carrots. So in here I'm going to be putting my winter spinach, which I see is sprouted already. Once they get to a certain size, then I'll just put them in this bed and make this more tighter, because those lettuces will be out. I just got some sweet potatoes in there, which I'll put in there. They were looking yellow at first, but now I noticed that they're starting to run. So I'm going to just leave those in there. I just tried some in the ground just to see if they would grow in the ground over here like potatoes and that, but you only can do what you can do. My French beans and that, I've got to stick those, put another net in so that they grow up. As you can see, they're starting to run, and they need something to grip onto. So I'm going to do that the next time I come down here. Put another net down the middle bit so I can get those up and running. So everything's coming along nicely, tomatoes and everything. So you can see my mixed bucket of lettuces, they're coming along nicely. So everything's really coming along nice. The polytunnel, you can see my sweet potatoes, my melons, my banana plants are sending out side shoots. My ginger's just starting to come through now, so that'll be off soon. Can't remember what I put in this bucket. You know, sometimes you plant things and you can't remember, but I can't remember. I know physalis is up there, and I can't remember if I put its peppers or what in there again. Scotch bonnets, I can't remember, but they're there. You saw me my courgettes and my other pumpkins up there. This one's most probably, when I come down here, it'll be up there, but I'll see if I can get it growing upwards, or I might just leave it and let it run along the ground. I'll see. I've got some black peppers there, what's ready soon to harvest. These are the ochre yams, courgettes you saw me pick. My roses and everything are doing all right, so everything's coming along. Saw the potatoes and that what I've picked. I poured them in there for you to see. Got some onions to pick and that, so everything's looking nice. So hopefully you're all enjoying your gardens. Keep in contact. I do like getting comments and messages from people, so keep in contact through YouTube now, because I've come off of not answering any questions on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram. Only YouTube is where you get me, so everything's there. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Thank you.